Hello everyone, I am Pankaj Kumar, working as Assistant Professor in Ramesh Institute of Vocational and Technical Education, Greater Noida. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the enzyme amylase. Now, before proceeding further, what should be the learning outcomes of the topic? Let's discuss here. So, after the completion of the topic, the students will be able to define and discuss the significance of the enzyme amylase, differentiate between the types of different amylase like alpha, beta, and gamma, develop the method of production of enzymes, and the last one is apply the concept of its utilization in different fields. So, what is amylase or what is the function of amylase in brief? So, let's discuss here. So, amylase, it is an enzyme which is responsible for the breakdown or the hydrolysis of the starch into the glucose. So, the starchy material it converts into the glucose. So, what is the breakdown scheme? So, let's discuss here. So, as you are looking here in this slide, the breakdown scheme is as follows. So, starch it first convert into the dextrose, dextrose it converts into the maltose, and the maltose it converts into the glucose. So, finally, the amylase enzyme it responsible for the conversion of the starch into the glucose. So, as far its application in brief, if we discussed, is it is used as an artificial sweetener producer on industrial scale. And as far the nature of the enzyme is concerned, the enzyme is extracellular. So, extracellular means that this enzyme is produced inside the cell, but after its production it releases out of it and then it acts on the starch which is present in the medium outside the cell and acts on it. Classification. So, as far classification is concerned, or you can say the types of the amylase, it is of generally three types, or it is classified into the three main types. The first is called the alpha amylase, second is beta amylase, and the third one is gamma amylase. Sources. So, the sources for the alpha amylase is Bacillus subtilis, which is mostly preferred, and apart from the bacterial source there is some fungal source also like Aspergillus niger. In case of the beta amylase, the Bacillus polymixa is favored or most or widely used, and the second one is called the Rhizopus, and in case of the gamma amylase it is again Aspergillus niger. And if we discuss about their applications in brief, so alpha amylase is used in textile, in the preparation or the production of starch syrups, and as well as in the detergent industries. Beta amylase it is used in brewing and maltose syrup production, whereas gamma amylase it is used in the manufacturing or the production of dextrose and fructose syrup. Now, how can we produce the enzyme alpha amylase? So, in this topic, we will discuss or will focus only on the first type of the enzyme, that is alpha enzyme. So, method of production of alpha enzyme. So, let's say there are 7 different parameters which we can consider in the production of the alpha amylase. So, these are: number one is type of method. So, as far the type of method is concerned, the type of method is submerged culture method instead of surface method. Microorganism. The microorganism which is widely used in the production of the alpha amylase, it is Bacillus subtilis, so which is from the source of the bacterial. Temperature. So, temperature is generally divided into two parts. First is 40 to 45 degrees centigrade, and the second is 27 to 30 degree centigrade. Fourth parameter is incubation time. The total time period which is required for the production of the enzyme amylase is around 3 to 5 days. Fermentation medium. The nature of the fermentation medium is liquid, as the type of method in this case, as I already discussed, is submerged culture method. So nature of the fermentation medium is liquid. pH is an important parameter or the factor which should be maintained throughout the process, and the pH of that process, it should 6.8, which is slightly acidic. And the last one is, that is the inducer. Inducer is an important component which should be present in the fermentation medium, and that inducer is the starch. So starch is one of the main component, we can say, which should be present in the particular fermentation medium. Reflection spot. Now I want you to pause the video for 5 minutes and think why starch is used as an inducer in the production of enzyme alpha amylase. So write your answer in the notebook. Now, method of production. So we will continue this method. So what are the various steps which are involved in the in the production of this enzyme? The first step is, first of all, we have to take a fermenter, and that fermenter must contain that particular fermentation medium. So we have to add the Bacillus subtilis, means the one of the required the microorganism which is responsible for the secretion of that particular enzyme. So we have to add the Bacillus subtilis in the fermenter at a temperature of 40 to 45 degrees centigrade. So this temperature means 40 to 45 degrees centigrade is required or ideal for the development of the culture, or you can say for the growth of that particular bacteria, that is Bacillus subtilis. So once the growth of the Bacillus subtilis is proper, or when there is a proper development of the culture is built, now we can reduce the temperature to 27 to 30 degree centigrade. So this temperature range is necessary for the release of the enzyme. So as the temperature comes down in this range, that is 27 to 30 degree centigrade, so Bacillus starts to release the amylase outside of it, which in turn starts to hydrolyze the starch which is present in the medium as an inducer. The starch, it plays a vital role. Why? Because if starch is present in the fermentation medium, then the enzyme which is developed or secrete or produced inside the bacterial cell, then they will release out from the cell in order to hydrolyze that particular starch. So that's why starch is necessary, or it acts as an inducer which should be present in that particular medium, right? So once the amylase is produced or secreted, it must be purified. So in that case, the medium is taken out from the fermenter, which is then filtered or centrifuged to separate the cells. Next step is amylase now can be precipitated from the aqueous solutions by the addition of cold acetone, ethanol, isopropanol, or any kind of the solvent. Then it is more purified by using the techniques like dialysis and the chromatographic technique. So after its purification, so when the enzyme is purified, then it is recovered, dried, and then packed. So overall, it is about the production of enzyme alpha amylase in brief. So here is the reference. So the reference is the YouTube reference from where I refer a video and prepare this slide. So thank you so much. I hope it will helpful for you. Thank you.